Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking right there. Yo, what's up? So I just got off work and I have been thinking perpetually about something all day long, and I've been thinking about this for the last few days, which is why this video is happening today. So you ever remember something, and then you go and look that something up and you're like, oh, well shit, I don't remember anything. That's what is known as the Mandela effect. And the Mandela effect is, I'm sure we're all familiar with the Mandela effect by now. If you've been on the internet for any amount of time, literally, like any amount of time, you probably know about the Mandela effect. Which is why today we are going over the Mandela effect, but not only the Mandela effect, we are going over other effects. I'm on dictionary.com right now, and yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and look through some of these. But the main one, and the one that starts all this off, is the Mandela effect. And if you don't know what the Mandela effect is, the Mandela effect refers to a phenomenon in which a large number of people share a particular false memory. The Mandela effect was named by a paranormal researcher, Fiona Broom, in 2009 after a particular experience she had and others had involving false memories of former South African President Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela is sort of the guy who kicked all this shit off, okay? He's kind of the OG. He's kind of the guy, He's a proper Sigma, if you will. I'm gonna be honest, and this is my truth, my honesty. I have no fucking idea what Sigma means. I just pretend I do, I just want to sound cool, like I'm still hip. But honestly, I'm kind of a fucking idiot, so. But that's the truth, though. Nelson Mandela really did kick this whole thing off. Not like himself. He wasn't like, yo, this is my effect. I made this shit. It's named after Nelson Mandela. Broom and many other people have falsely remembered that Nelson Mandela died in prison during the 1980s, when in reality he died in 2013, well after his release in 1990. Other common examples of the Mandela effect include the widespread false memory that the series of children's books was called the Berenstain Bears. The name is actually spelled Berenstain, so like, a stain on your shorts from not wiping enough. We've all been there. Oh, just me? Huh. Well, fuck. So yeah, that's essentially what the Mandela effect is. It's the false memory of something that is widely spread. A widespread false memory. So this is a list off goodhousekeeping.com it's just a list of, some of the main Mandela effects. And we're just gonna read a few of these. Obviously, Nelson Mandela's death, he didn't die in the 80s like many people think. He actually died in 2013. And that's where the name comes from. This one, Shaggy's Adam's apple. Do you remember Shaggy from Scooby-Doo with a big Adam's apple? Maybe as he inhales a giant sandwich, so do tons of others. But in reality, it's nowhere to be seen. That one, I don't honestly remember him having an Adam's apple, but like, it does make sense. But I maybe not like, I think it was just the sandwich that he swallowed and it like protruded out of his throat, like cartoons do. That kind of animation type thing. I think that's what that was. Mickey Mouse's suspenders. This one I do know is a very popular one. I seem to remember him having suspenders, but over the years, since I've been aware of this one, I've kind of been accustomed to him not having suspenders. So I don't really know about that one, but I do have like a faint memory of him having suspenders. What? This is a live thing. What? That's crazy. Captain versus Cap'n Crunch. How do you spell the peanut butter flavored peanut butter? Is that a Mandela effect? Peanut butter. Peanut butter. No, wait. Captain Crunch is not peanut butter flavored. It's like fruits and berries, right? What flavor is Captain Crunch? How many misspells? Okay, it is Captain Crunch. Ha, Captain Crunch! Aha! Did it used to be spelled Captain or something? Peanut butter crunch. Okay, classic. A sweet corn flavor that some say is a mix of butter, vanilla, caramel, and brown sugar. So I always had crunch berries. I never really ate any of the other ones because they're kind of ass. They're kind of like really mid. I really thought it was Captain, not Captain. That's crazy. The Looney Tunes one, dude. This one's, because I don't, as of right now, when I'm looking at this, I can't see the screen right now because I'm looking at the camera. I distinctly remember it being Toons, Toons. It's the same thing with, I think Fruit Loops is one of them. I always thought it was Frootlooops. I always thought that was how it's spelled, but I'm pretty sure it's different. And I'm a guess it's Tunes. It makes almost zero sense, but yes, the cartoon was spelled as Toons. Okay. That's weird. I always thought it was Toons, Toons. That's weird. The Berenstein ones, I remember back in the day when I first heard this one, I was really weirded out. I was like, whoa, it's not Berenstain. But, wait. Oh, it is Berenstain. Okay, then I think it's just the pronunciation because it was Berenstein. This one's just not real. That's fake. He definitely had a tail. You might use the stuff every day, but be honest. You ever thought it was Febreze, didn't you? What, so it's saying it's spelled with one E? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Oscar Mayer. It should be Meyer, but I think it is Ayer. There is an A, and yeah, that makes no sense. Some of these I just feel like are bad. Yeah, okay, this is the one I remember. Okay, Kellogg had been spelling fruit like that for years, and we only noticed it now. Wowza. No, it's Frootlooops. That's the way I remember it. I don't ever remember it being Fruit Loops. And this is another really popular one. I think, look, I've got a theory. What the fuck am I hitting, dude? I have a theory, okay? Hear me out. We are in a parallel universe. And that's facts. That's real. That's some real shit. Yeah, I don't remember him not having a monocle. I don't know. It's weird to me. I know the Pringles one is another weird. Kit Kat is the other big one for me. I distinctly remember there being a dash. But I guess there's not. There never has been. And I don't know. It's weird. Cheez-Its. I always thought it was Cheez-Its, not Cheez-It, but it's Cheez-It. So that was the Mandela effect. That's pretty, on the, that's like surface level effect. Streisand effect. The Streisand effect refers to a phenomenon in which an attempt to hide or censor something causes that thing to get more attention than it would have otherwise. This term was coined by writer Mike Masnick in 2005 and is named after singer Barbra Streisand, who in 2003 attempted to have photographs of her home removed from the online search galleries. So yeah, I'm really interested to figure this one out and see some examples of the Streisand effect. So we're gonna go to our favorite place, Reddit. What's your favorite example of the Streisand effect? The Streisand effect is a social phenomenon that occurs. Okay, so I think that's just a definition. Honestly, my favorite example of the Streisand effect is in a case for which it's got it. Okay, so that's. I think Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote a short story in the 1850s with basic theme as well. I just can't remember right now. Amazon's TV commercials, which seem to say, Look at how well we treat our employees rather than look at what we sell. The result, we pay more attention to how they treat their employees, and any leaked horror stories are magnified. Oh, okay, so that's what the Streisand effect is. That's weird, man. Okay, I'm starting to get it now. I didn't really understand what it meant. The unflattering pictures of Beyonce from her Super Bowl performance that her publicist wanted to be removed from the internet. Instead, they were used in memes at that time. I don't even know what it's even talking about there. A blend in the background writer named the president of Poland a moron. He then received a blessing of being formally accused of defaming the head of state. This legislation has been previously used to defend the dignity of previous presidents of the country, but unlike the previous offenders, he is suddenly pictured as a heroic victim of some unique political prosecution. So that's weird, man. That's the Streisand effect. Pretty interesting. I would like to see where I can find that in my day-to-day life, or just like things I do on the internet. I don't know. That one seems pretty interesting to me. So this is another heavy hitter, another pretty well-known effect, and that is the placebo effect. If you don't know, the placebo effect refers to a well-known phenomenon in which a person's belief in a placebo's healing properties actually causes an improvement in health. Now, the main example of this is the sugar pill. If you don't know, someone says they have a head... where did my throat go? So, the good example for this one is the sugar pill placebo. And it's that, say somebody says they have a headache. Person A has a headache. Person B gives them a sugar pill and tells them that it is Advil or Motrin. And then person A's headache goes away. It's the belief that whatever you're going to get is going to help you. And so the placebo effect is a weird one. And it could run, crazy, rampant. The placebo effect has probably a lot of implications, we believe the government's protecting us, therefore we think we're, immune or something. I don't know. But yeah, it makes you wonder, like, what is a placebo effect and then what isn't? And, yeah, it's a really weird one. The placebo effect is a very, very strange one and sort of scary when you think about all the implications that the placebo effect could have, Another good example of the placebo effect, I think, is like taking name brand medicine over generic medicine and thinking that, I think there was actually like some sort of lawsuit in Australia where they like said it would do something. I don't know. I want to look that up. Okay, so one case in Australia involved a patient's mother filing charges against a doctor and nurses for using a placebo to treat her adolescent son's migraine headache. The patient was given a saline solution instead of morphine, and the placebo was effective enough to allow him to be discharged from the hospital. The mother filed charges with the professional licensing boards of the doctor and nurses, but the medical board declined to take action against the doctor. So that was not the one I was talking about, but that's interesting. Yeah, I think the placebo effect is, dude, if he was administered a saline solution instead of morphine and his headache went away because he believed it was morphine, excuse me, that is nutty, dude. That is a wild thing there. The Pygmalion effect. The Pygmalion effect refers to a phenomenon in which expectations have an impact on performance. Positive expectations lead to better performance, and negative expectations lead to worse performance. For example, students whose teacher believes they will succeed will perform better than students whose teachers expect them to fail. The explanation behind the Pygmalion effect seems simple. People often try to make the results match the expectations, which in turn significantly increases the likelihood that they do match. Okay, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. So I think it's saying sort of like the more you expect to have, like, the more you're expected of, the more you will provide, if that makes sense. That's an interesting one. I like that. The bystander effect. The bystander effect refers to a phenomenon in which a person is less likely to take action during an emergency or crisis when they are among a group of people. This bystander apathy is often explained in psychology as being due to social influence and or a diffusion of responsibility, a condition in which the personal responsibility that an individual feels actually decreases when there are more people present. Okay, so like, you know, would you be Spider-Man and go into that building with the burning stuff and get your shit rocked, you know, by Green Goblin? Huge fucking shout out there to Spider-Man OG 2002. I think it was 2002. It might have been 2000. Wasn't it 2004? 2002, 2004, and 2006? I don't know. The Sam Raimi trilogy is the best by far, for sure. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you don't know. Oh, bam, get fucked. But yeah, this is fun. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. That's essentially the Mandela effect and other various effects. Yeah, I want to do more videos like this in the future. So if you did like this one, make sure you drop a like. Subscribe if you're new, because the coolest people in the world subscribe to this channel. And yeah, that's you want to be the coolest person in the world, or one of them, you know. So go ahead and subscribe. Also, huge shout out to Crimson, my buddy Simon, got me these lights for my birthday, and I thought that was really, really sick. It's making the video quality better, and I hope you guys like it. So thanks, Simon. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Did you want more? I'm not sure exactly what the next video is going to be, but that'll come. It'll be here eventually. I'm actually trying to stick to this Monday, Thursday upload schedule. I think that you know, 2 videos a week is more than I've done ever on this channel. This outro has been going for a long time, so I'm just going to end it by doing a cool dance. All right, so I'm not a dancer, but like, you know, one of these. Yeah, just some dances. You know. No, you go like, I don't know how to disco. I don't know how to fucking disco, dude. How does the disco go? It's like...